Week 9.
Snare!
Wow, it's like the snare is just like overpowering anything that I try to say or do.
Snare!
Wow.
It's almost like the snare is
Snare.
really fucking annoying.
Snare.
Lars.
Snare, Lars. Snare. No,
Snare.
Hey, no solos. No solos. Overbearing vocals. Not shutting up.
Kill. Kill.
My lifestyle determines my death style.
Tick.
Tick.
Come on, motherfuckers, in my way.
Around my neck. My world.
Shoot me again, I ain't dead yet.
Fuck. Okay.
Kill me. So yeah.
We're doing Saint Anger belongs in the trash. So we're going to determine whether or not Saint Anger deserves another listen.
We're going to determine our death style.
So we're off to a great start. I have no idea what our verdict will end up being if we're already starting off with all this positive feedback for the album.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
let's see if we end up enjoying this album.
So,
I can't even say it straight.
Let's kick it off with the first track,
quote unquote track of so-called music.
You live it or lie it, you live it or lie it. My lifestyle determines my death style. My lifestyle determines my death style. Keep searching, keep on searching.
My tick tock, tick da 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 determines my death style.
Determines my cock style. Are you gonna be alright?
Frantic.
So
this is what the song has done to us, and this is one of the good songs off the album.
Yeah, really though. Just as the start of an album, already that fucking
snare.
It's just
It is painful at times. Like, what does a song well is it's fast and the riffs are good.
Exactly. So I mean, even though the lyrics are pretty cringy,
Yeah.
I find that it has a good beat and it brings a good energy. Like, even though the repetition is kind of cringy, it definitely kind of hypes up a little bit. So I think it's a pretty effective opener, to be honest.
Let's just go right into the problem. The drums.
Yeah, the drums are not the drum.
Not the drums, the
ability,
snare.
Just the snare.
It's the kit. Because, to be honest, this is some of Lars's best drumming that he's ever done. Like, the drum beats and like what he's doing on this album are quite intense.
Yeah.
It's just the snare and the kit is awful.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because everyone trashes on Lars for being a shitty drummer, and he's actually showing really good drumming ability just on a shitty kit.
Exactly.
Like they've played the song live before and it sounds pretty solid.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not a shitty kit.
Exactly.
And bad production.
It just feels like Lars showed up to the studio for this album with like a brand new just steel drum snare, and he just plopped it in front of his kit, and he's just like, I'm ready. And then nobody bothered to say, hey Lars, why don't you tune your drum? Or why do you think that a steel drum snare is going to be appropriate for this album? Or, what kind of drugs are you smoking that made you think that this was going to be a good idea? And then he just started smacking the drum over top of everything that everybody else was doing. See, it's great. It's great. Tick, 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 tock, tick, tick, tick. But yeah, so this is song 1 of 11, and the drum gets worse from here. So
let's pop on into the next track.
Yeah, let's
see where that takes us.
The next song is Saint Anger. This is the title song.
Saint Anger.
It's Saint Anger off of Saint Anger.
Maybe it's good.
Maybe
it's a completely change of pace and it sounds nothing like this song, and everyone's just been wrong for 13 years.
Exactly.
You flush it out. You flush it out. Tangle around my neck. You flush it out. You flush it out. Never gets respect. You flush it out. You flush it out. Tangle around my neck. You flush it out. You flush it out. Never gets respect.
Dig
Around my neck. This album is breaking me.
We're only 2 songs in, and these are the 2 best songs off the album.
This is my favorite song off the album.
This is the best song off of the
Like,
album.
by a landslide, this is the best song, and I'm breaking mentally. This is it, guys. I'm done.
Exactly. It's either just going to get worse from here, or it's just going to get better because we're going to start to get desensitized to less than good songs.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But real talk about this,
No one really gets used to the horrors of snare.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this song, the shitty style kind of works.
Yeah, I mean, the snare still doesn't work.
No, the
So they
snare
gotta
never
work out
works.
The snare. But what they were going for in this
Like
album...
the raw sound,
raw
the wall
sound,
aggression.
The,
It works.
the massive contrast between we are going slow and we are really angry and loud. That actually kind of works in the song.
I'm in an apartment building.
Yeah, well, that's the only time that we're going to get loud.
I doubt it.
Because we're
But
just kind of going down from here.
yeah.
We'll try.
But yeah, like things I can say, the riff is fucking great.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
it is a great riff. The drummings are really good minus the snare.
Obvious.
Like the snare kills it, but like there was some really impressive drum work on this song.
It's
Ruined
like
by the
said,
snare, but it's
yeah.
there.
Exactly.
Credit where credit's due. It doesn't cancel out the snare.
Real talk. Shout out to the homie Lars for doing a good drum thing.
My boy.
But then picking the shit kit.
My Danish boy.
My Danish man.
Alright, so Saint Anger, it's pretty good.
It's probably the best this has to offer, but I guess we have to wait and see.
Yeah.
And let's continue to listen.
Some kind of monster. Some kind of monster. Some kind of monster.
I can't think of any more tick-tick jokes, so here's saying some... Fuck.
Some fucking kind of monster.
There we go.
Um,
Some kind of monster.
it's another song that
It's-
is not terrible.
It's not terrible. It's almost like a different pace, like somewhat of a different style,
Yeah,
in a way.
definitely. So it almost looks as like this album has a good flow thus far.
Yeah, the drums are tolerable.
yeah,
Like, the snare is not overpowering,
yeah,
which is nice.
exactly.
I mean, it's not nice, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's never nice. But I mean, I obviously still have the problem with it being long.
Yeah, you could easily cut off the last minute of the song, and it would be a lot better. It'd be a lot more concise.
Exactly.
There's no need for it to be 8.5 minutes long. Like, for the single version that came out, it was like 4.5 minutes.
And that would have been fine,
Yeah.
even if it was 6 minutes, but just not 8.
6 would have been fine. 6
Yeah.
would have been ideal.
It almost starts to, because it starts to drag at the end, where my intro starts to kind of lower.
Some
And
kind of monster.
yes. Anyway, what
This
else?
monster lives. Snare.
Snare. It starts to drag at the end. It kind of gets you bored, and then you would hope for something next to kind of wake you up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
Well, we'll find out.
exactly.
Snare. Snare. Hey. Hey. Dirty window.
Dirty Window. The intro will make your ear holes bleed.
Yeah. Like, this is the song that I think really suffers from the snare.
Which is a shame
Because it's a decent song. Like, it's a really good riff.
Mm-hmm.
It's fast. It's aggressive. It gets you going. Except the snare just kills it, and it is in the forefront.
Yeah.
Like, it is there, right in your face, and it is
front
awful.
and center here, and it's almost as if Lars and also James are just there to ruin this song, because the first time I heard this song, I felt like this could have been a strong contender for a top song, but that intro, James's choruses, the high part, obviously, and you know, it almost is starting to set the trend that I think we'll see continued of Lars and James' work just kind of ruining it. Like, not Lars's like overall drum work, but obviously his goddamn fucking snare.
Yeah.
And James' overpowering, unrelenting lyrics, not letting the song breathe at all.
Yeah.
So it's starting.
It's beginning. It has begun.
The beginning has already happened.
One thing I will say is check out this song live. It sounds 10 times better.
Definitely.
Because James doesn't go insane.
No.
And Lars has a drum set and not like a kid playing with pots in the kitchen.
I'm a drummer.
Cooking some turkey and some chicken with all these pots in the kitchen that I will use as drums because I'm Lars. I like shitty drum sets on this album.
Fish twat and a suit napster memes.
So, Invisible Kid. It's kind of bad.
Another terrible intro.
Oh my god, it's bad. I think we made it better.
I think so.
Like,
I think it's a lot better. It just needs some spicy memes
yeah, some spicy memes.
thrown into the pot. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lars. Snare drum. That's what you call it, right?
Yep.
I think so.
It's close enough.
Pretty sure I used it to make some chowder last week, but you know, anyway.
Yeah.
Intro aside, I didn't mind listening to this song. I thought it had an alright rhythm, but
That was boring. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of any of the verses.
yeah,
The guitar's nothing memorable. Like, is the best way I can describe it. It's like, it's forgettable in every way that I can think of.
there. I mean, you won't forget the spicy memes.
Oh, I'm never going to forget the spicy memes. But,
Exactly.
you know, the fact that we had to add some memes to it.
Yeah, they didn't have those spicy memes 13 years ago, so it's probably a little more painful.
Yeah, so
But yeah.
that's how you know Hardwired's going to be great.
Because there's going to be memes, like, you know, Hardwired just low-key about Harambe. Not the song, I mean the whole album. It's a 2-disc concept album on the life and death of Harambe, the gorilla.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, next,
Please.
maybe it's going to be better.
Motherfuckers got in my head, tried to make me someone else instead. It's my world now. It's my world now. It's my world.
It's not better.
It's a lot worse.
It's so much worse.
It's the worst.
It is just garbage.
This song
belongs in the trash.
We can't jump the gun and say whether or not the album belongs in the trash yet,
Yeah.
but this song, you know, trash status confirmed.
Yes, like, the verses are terrible, cringe-worthy lyrics.
Like
Like, a shitty sound, shitty quality, shitty instruments.
snare.
Well, of course, a snare, yeah.
A snare.
Of course. Like, I'd go out and say that the chorus is the worst thing Metallica's ever done without Lou Reed.
Yeah,
Because,
that's pretty fair.
yeah. Yeah, because Lulu makes this album look good.
That's stretching. I'm pretty sure Lulu makes Saint Anger look good.
Lulu makes tables look great.
Tables are excellent.
Yeah, but no, no. This song, no.
I do not want to live
No.
in your world, James. You can keep it. Please keep it. Keep
Please
it far
keep
away
it
from me.
Far, far away.
That's where we're going.
Far,
Far.
Come on, shoot me again, shoot me again, shoot me again, shoot me again. Come on, shoot me again, shoot me again, shoot me again, shoot me again. Come on, all the shots I take, spit back at you. All the shit you fake.
Yes, please, shoot me again, and again, and again.
Why am I not dead yet?
I don't get it. Why am I not dead yet? Please shoot me more.
The bad man stop.
make the bad Danish man stop.
Oh.
I personally do enjoy Shoot Me Again over other stuff on this album.
I kind of don't.
Yeah, I know I don't. Fuck was that?
I have no idea.
Was that a snare? All I heard was ding.
I'm hearing snares in my nightmares now.
I'm gonna hear it in my dreams tonight.
Oh, there's no dreams where we're going.
No dreams, only memes. With visions of snare drums dancing in their heads. Oh my god. This song sounds, it's very much a product of its time with the, it, like I said in the Rankum, it sounds like the opening sounds like something that Seether or Shinedown or something would make. It's very early 2000s hard rock / alt rock-ish.
Yeah.
So, nothing spectacular, but I did like the rest of it.
I thought the guitar was okay. The vocals in the verses are fine. I hate the chorus. I find the chorus incredibly stupid. Like, shoot me again, I ain't dead yet.
Yeah, I mean, that's try-hard edgy.
It's try-hard. It's very try-hard edgy. It's like...
I think I got a little bit of a cut on my arm there from the edge, so...
Oh, jeez, ouch.
Yeah.
Jeez. I haven't felt a cut that hard since I saw Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah, I mean, they came to town last week, and I think there's just like one giant gash across the downtown where they were.
Yeah.
Just one big old cut.
Big old cut.
From the
From the edge. And that's what this song's like.
Yeah, it's like Five Finger Death Punch, which is pretty much the biggest insult you could really give a song.
Yeah.
So that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh well. Next.
What I want to get what you want, using what I want to get what you want, using what I want to get what you want, using what I want to get what you want. Ooh, sweet Amber, how sweet are you? How sweet.
Talk shit, get snared.
Rap, rap. So sweet, Amber.
I feel like the song is non-existent. That's how little presence it has.
It's really boring. Like, it starts off pretty good. Like, it sets you up that you're about to hear something different and unique, and then you get the same shit as before.
Yep. Same raw, fast and choppy style.
Yeah.
Same shitty old snare. Same James try hard, raw, overbearing vocals. Yep. And it's just not getting any better. The formula is
It's not
working.
anything worse than some of the songs that they sing. It's not better. It's just, it exists. Barely.
Exactly. It exists on this plane of existence, just in name.
It's incredibly boring. It's incredibly forgettable. It's filler.
Exactly. And that's pretty sad for this album. Like, I mean, you already have a lot of stuff that is just general filler in their discography.
Yeah.
And then you have the filler of the filler.
Yeah.
The filleriest.
Too filler for me.
Die a little more. Ooh, I die a little more. In the unnamed feeling, it comes alive. In the unnamed feeling.
Well, I didn't think that was as bad as before.
I thought it was...
Yeah, this is kind of what, like, Shoot Me Again is to you.
Yeah.
Where it's okay. But, like, I kind of like it. I think James is really good on this track.
I found him overbearing on this track.
I didn't find him that bad on this track compared to something like My World.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like, Sweet Amber, some of those tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought it was a bit toned down, but I really like the contrast between soft and heavy on this track. I think it works a lot better than a lot of other tracks.
Yeah, I would say this is
Like,
one of
the
the tracks
acoustic
where it
packs, like, the acoustic parts are actually quite good on this thing. You can really feel, like, the passion in their singing and approach they're playing. So, I kind of like this track.
Fair. I enjoyed it less, but like you said, I also enjoyed Shoot Me Again. You didn't, so
Yeah.
that's a bit of different tastes. I still, like that being said, I don't know if you would take this over some other songs from other albums of Metallica, but I still wouldn't take like Shoot Me Again over other songs I could listen to from other albums myself.
Oh yeah, like no, it's like I don't listen to this song like every day.
I brush my teeth to that shit. Do I look like a Danish child?
Do I look like a Danish twat?
Do I look like a snare? Oh my god. I think we're just derailing.
I know,
I
it's
think this
like-
is just all big one joke. Big one big joke. Trying to-
Lars. Oh, Lars.
We don't hate you. It's just really.
I actually think your drumming is good on this album.
It's
the funny part is I think this is some of his best drum work. It's just his fucking snare drum is awful.
Exactly. Like, making fun of Lars is like shooting the broadside of a barn. You know, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be good, it's just, you kind of open fire on it and you feel really good about it. It's
Yeah.
like making fun of Graham. We love you, Graham.
Next.
Purify, you and I, take the oath, kill ourselves. This sounds like a Blood Pact song or like a fucking cult leader song, and then everybody's gonna go do the Masadokus.
Before this album recorded, James went to rehab to cure alcoholism, so he may have not been drinking beer, but he definitely drank some Kool-Aid.
And then he made us drink some bleach.
Yeah. The riff is solid on this song.
Yeah.
Like, the vocals are average at best. The part where it says, like, purify, you and I, it's fucking garbage.
Exactly.
It's awful.
It's more of the try-hard edginess.
Yeah,
and,
the early 2000s angst.
Yep, and we got some of
But
that
this time, instead of being from teenagers, it's from grown men.
from... So this is like a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And you know, we started off the song with that beautiful intro.
Yeah, it starts off with the riff, and then all you get is snare, snare.
Right in the forefront. As always.
Right there for everyone to hear.
My ears. They're salivating with the thought of it. Oh wait, that's blood. My ears are bleeding.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's a blood clot. I should go to the emergency. Next. Kill this
album. Kill
Kill
it. Kill this album. Kill the drums. Kill
Napster.
Kill Justin Timberlake.
Oh.
This is the end of the album.
My hands.
And in my hands. I'm glad I like it because it's the last one.
I actually kind of like the song. It's not bad. The second half of the song is much stronger than the first half.
Yes.
But I thought like the riff is pretty good. Until the kill part, I find James is pretty good, not too overpowering.
Mm-hmm.
Again, until kill.
Exactly.
But yeah, I would put this in the top half of this album.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, cut the intro and, like you said, cut the outro with the kill.
Yeah.
And we have a really solid center of a song.
Yep.
But, and honestly, to end the album, there could be worse too. And, like, even the kill part, like, it's just kind of like, that's an ending statement on the album.
Yeah, it's like...
And, I mean, it's still cringy, but...
It just kind of feels like they're throwing out all their aggression at the end.
Yeah, it rounds out the album with what their vision was for it. So that does get brownie points. I mean, I still rank this low as an ending song. I still think it's not good and I wouldn't listen to it. And I still don't like this album, but it rounds out the album properly in context with the rest of it. So that's one
There
thing.
you go. Now,
Yay.
well, they're saying anger, and here comes the big question. Does Saint Anger belong in the trash?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to say no. I like half of this album. Like, I think there is some quality riffs and some quality tracks to it. It's just, like... Yeah, you can have songs like My World and, like, Invisible Kid that I just find terrible, but... Yeah, like, the first 3 tracks and then Unnamed Feeling, All Within My Hands, I think are pretty good songs.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the sound of the garbage truck. I think it's coming to collect Lars's drum kit.
That I would agree with, but listen to live versions of some of these songs and you will actually hear what could have been.
I agree with that. I agree that the live tracks, the live, it sounds
I think
pretty
there's
good.
quality songs here, just not quality production.
Like, I have just a laundry list of complaints about this album, which is why I can't honestly say that it does not belong anywhere but the trash. It's... obviously the drums, like, putting the drum kit aside, there's still the low production values. There's still the fact that they were trying for, like, a grunge or garage type feel.
Yeah.
But they equated that with low production values, so the songs don't sound like they're properly composed and properly produced in a good way. Like, we were talking about this earlier, like, even somebody who tries to sound very, very rough and very garage like Nirvana, they still have properly produced tracks, and it feels like it's better production values on any of their albums than, say, here, and there's 10 years difference between most of Nirvana's work and this. I really, really don't like James on this album for the most part. I feel like
James didn't really bother me as much.
It really bothered me. Like, I'm somebody who pays more attention to vocals than you do, I found, over the course of doing our Metallica features.
Like, I listened to a lot at, like, the guitars and the guitar riffs, and, like, there are some solid guitar riffs on this.
Yeah.
Not so much solos, but there are some solid guitar riffs.
Yeah, the solos are non-existent, and that's another problem, but what was I was saying about the vocals, obviously the content of the lyrics themselves, it's all cringy.
Yeah, it's really cringy.
It's all pretty shitty nu metal stuff, and, as nu metal fans, we know that the lyrics are sometimes pretty cringy, but here it's just, it feels super duper bad. I find that there's so many times in the album where James does not shut the fuck up. I mean, the lack of solos definitely has a part of that, so it never feels like there's really any break between verses and choruses and stuff like that, but I find that there's times where the song needs to breathe, and there's another chorus, or there's another verse, and James is making fucking sound effects, he's laughing, or he's taking a shit or something like that, and he's just completely messing up the flow of the song in a part where you might want to take a break and do a drum fill or do a solo or something like that, or maybe show off the bass. Where's the bass? I don't know. There's no bassist.
Yeah, there wasn't a bassist in the band at the time.
No, there was not a bass in the band.
Like, the bassist is their producer, Bob Rock.
Exactly, and that's why the bass isn't shown off at all. It really hurts the album.
Yeah.
Not really having the bass there at all. So the songs themselves, the lengths of the songs, I have a big problem with that. I think there's 2 or 3 songs on there that went a few minutes too long. Some Kind of Monster being the big one. But even we were talking about this earlier as well, where you said that you happen to like the songs that were longer, but not because they were long, but because they were just generally good songs.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of a coincidence that they were the longer ones. The length of the song doesn't add anything to these tracks.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we're going to get to Death Magnetic soon. That's a lot of long tracks, a lot of prog. There's no prog in this. It's just all raw stuff.
Yeah.
So the length of the songs doesn't do anything to really help the songs. It actually hurts it because they're not using that time to actually take you different places with the song, and they're not really using it to create any kind of special effect. They're just using it to keep on going, and it feels pointless. For the most part, I don't like the contrast between highs and lows in the songs, like really fast, high energy yelling parts and really low, talking parts or really low like groove.
That didn't really
parts.
bother me a whole lot, but like personally, I think if the drum set was better and if you had higher production, that would fix most of the issues on this album, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I know you have a lot more things that you're upset about. Like, I'm not saying this is the best album ever.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that there is some quality on this album, surrounded by a lot of shit.
Yes.
So I wouldn't say chuck out and ignore the entire album as it is, because I do think there are a couple hidden gems in this pile of shit.
That's fair. And, a lot of what I'm bringing up are smaller nitpicks. Like, there are obviously still things that I noticed.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Still things that take away
I
from
definitely
the
agree
album,
with
but-
most of them.
Yeah, but also, like you said, I would agree that a better drum kit and better production values would vastly improve this album.
Yeah.
And just listening to a couple of tracks live
Yeah.
with proper production, proper drums, James isn't trying to do all kinds of goofy shit and take over the song.
Yeah.
Everything is breathing properly. There's still no solos, but everything flows a lot better, and it's definitely worth a listen. Like that version of Dirty Window from the 30th anniversary shows.
Yeah, like that one's
anytime that they do
really
Saint
good.
Anger live,
Yeah.
those are solid.
Yeah.
But here in this album,
In this album, yeah, it definitely hurts it.
yeah,
So, yeah, so now for rankings.
for ratings,
Yeah. I'm gonna have to give it 4 kitchen pots out of 10 Napster downloads.
You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and give this one 2 lifestyles out of 10 death styles. Hey.
Tick, 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 tick.
Tick, 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 tick.
Dick, cock, throbbing cock in this album. Yeah.
So I do not like this album, and I'm glad that you can find redeeming qualities in it. But this isn't the first time we've been split on It Belongs in the Trash, is it? I think we were split on Immortal.
No, we both agreed on Immortalize. The only other one that was somewhat split was when me and Graham did Lulu, because he said listen to it once just to really experience it, and I said fucking kill it with fire, because oh boy, Lulu.
We're not going back there. We don't need to bring back the repressed memories.
We will on a rank 'em.
Please.
We will on a rank 'em.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me.
But how else do we know who the table is?
I don't care who the table is.
It's James.
What if the table is Lars's snare on this album?
It would have sounded better.
This is better snare. This is better snare. We're drummers. Okay,
Fuck Napster.
time to go see